The FBS will welcome another new team come 2025, with Missouri State surprising many when they announced last week that they would be joining the Conference USA. The Bears have not found a ton of historical success at the FCS level, but will look to take advantage of Missouri NIL laws to help them build up into a potential Group of 5 playoff contender. This is the story of Missouri State football, the FBS's newest member. But before we get into this, if you enjoy college and spring league football content like this, make sure to leave a like and subscribe. Also let me know which FCS program you want to see make the jump to the FBS down the road in the comment section below. Missouri State began playing football in 1909 and went 4-2 in their first season under head coach Walter Langston. In 1923, the school joined the Missouri Intercollegiate Athletic Association, serving as one of the founding members. In 1973, they began playing at the Division II level before making the transition to the Division I AA level in 1982. They finished their time in the MIAA going 196, 159-12, and winning 7 conference titles. They joined the Mid-Continental Athletic Association in 1981, now known as the Summit League. The conference as a whole consisted of Eastern Illinois University, the University of Northern Iowa, Western Illinois University, and Missouri State, who all chose to move up to the Division I AA level together. In 1985, the football sponsoring members of the Mid-Continental Conference would merge with the football sponsoring members of the Missouri Valley Conference to form the Gateway Football Conference and later the Missouri Valley Football Conference. Rich Johanningmere would be the head coach that guided Missouri State throughout their transition from Division II till finally joining the Gateway Conference, putting together a 58-44-5 record. Jesse Branch would take over as head coach in 1986 and rebuilt the program over the next few seasons until they won their first Gateway Football Conference title in 1989 and a share of the title in 1990, making it to the Division I AA playoffs both years. He would put together a 55-44-1 record as head coach, or leaving to become the Associate Athletic Director of Arkansas in 1995. The program would struggle over the next 2 decades, going 92-129 from 1995 to 2014 under Del Miller, Randy Ball, and Terry Allen, but things would hit rock bottom under head coach Dave Steckel. Steckel was hired after serving as assistant for Missouri from 2001 to 2014, after serving as an assistant at multiple other schools dating back to 1982. Steckel came in and changed the culture at the program that had been struggling for years, but did not find much success on field. In his first season as head coach, the Bears would go 1-10, but improved to 4-7 the following season. Due to improvement, Steckel was given a contract extension, but the team would continue to struggle, going 3-8 in 2017, 4-7 in 2018, and 1-10 in 2019. Following the 2019 season, it looked like the school was going to stick with Steckel as head coach, but after a meeting over the holidays, it was decided that the two would part ways. Athletic director Kyle Motes told the Springfield News Leader, "We wanted to thank Steck for his hard work and dedication to Missouri State. He and I met after the holidays to discuss football-related matters, which ultimately led to this mutual agreement." Steckel was the second losingest active head coach in the FCS football at the time, with more than 3 seasons coached. He finished his career with the worst winning percentage in Missouri Valley Football Conference history for any coach who had coached 5 or more years, with a record of 13-42. Many felt Missouri State was on the back foot when they made the decision. They had not had a winning season since 2009 and made the decision to separate from Steckel in January after a lot of the coaching carousel moving and shaking finished. The man they chose to replace Coach Steck was a shocking one. They managed to land Bobby Petrino, a high-profile head coach and controversial coach. Motes had a connection with Petrino, serving as Louisville's Associate Athletic Director from 2005 to 2009, while Petrino was coaching there from 2003 to 2006. Petrino had been fired from Louisville in 2018 after a 2-8 season during his second stint there and was out of football in 2019. At the time, he was a splashy hire with a 119-56 record as head coach. In the offseason before the 2012 season, though, Petrino was fired after a motorcycle accident during which it was later discovered Petrino was riding with his mistress. That led to revelations that Petrino had hired the woman to a position in the athletic department at Arkansas, that he had given her $20,000 to buy a new car. This led to his dismissal at Arkansas. During the shortened 2020-2021 spring season, Petrino would lead the Bears to a 5-5 record and a 5-1 record in conference play. They would win a share of the Missouri Valley Football Conference title and made it back to the FCS playoffs for the first time in nearly 30 years. The following year, they would have their first winning season since 2009, going 8-4, making it back to the FCS playoffs. After a 5-6 season in 2022, Petrino would be hired to be the offensive coordinator at Texas A&M. The man chosen to replace Petrino was his son-in-law, Ryan Beard, who served as the school's defensive coordinator dating back to 2020. Beard had spent time as an assistant at Western Kentucky, Louisville, Northern Michigan, and at Central Michigan under Jim McElwain. His defenses at Missouri State broke the single-season sack records in back-to-back seasons, a record that was over 30 years old. Beard took a defense that ranked among the worst in the FCS and turned it into the reason why Missouri State made it to its first postseason appearance and won a share of the Missouri Valley Football Conference in the spring of 2021. He was one of the program's top recruiters and the players loved him. Multiple players and recruits voiced their support for Beard's promotion during the coaching search. With a young roster in 2023, Missouri State would go 4-7, but things were looking like they were going to be set up for a special run this upcoming season. That was until it was announced that 2024 would be the last season Missouri State would play at the FCS level of football, with them leaving the Missouri Valley Football Conference to join Conference USA at the FBS level last week. They became the 12th member of the Conference USA, which spans all the way west to New Mexico to as east as Delaware and as south as Miami. Missouri State's president, Cliff Smart, spoke on the move saying, "The opportunity associated with membership in FBS Conference allows us to continue to expand as a university and raise our reputation at the next level. We have valued our membership in the Missouri Valley Conference, a premier conference in the NCAA, and look forward to the final year in the league before we transition to the Conference USA." While Athletic Director Kyle Motes told the press, "We are so excited for the opportunities that the Conference USA membership will bring to our university, our student athletes, our coaches, and our fans. This move represents a transition to a national brand and a platform that will help raise the profile of Missouri State University and the city of Springfield. From the increase in revenue from joining the FBS, the university believes it will remain a budget-neutral transition, though the budget has been the most scrutinized thing for the school since they started looking into the move a few years back." Smart said that while Missouri State has spent around $31 million on athletics, it figures to spend $36 million once they join the Conference USA full-time come July of 2025. According to the USA Today and CAA financial database for fiscal year 2022, a $36 million budget would put it near the top of the league. They're expected that $5 million increase in spending to be offset by the revenue the school makes from buy games, Conference USA media rights, and reallocated fee revenue and additional scholarship. Motes explained, "We're going to spend what we have. We're not going to overspend. We're going to drastically increase when we can, but some of those costs have one-time costs. Once we get those out, then some of those monies can go back in too. I think everybody worries about the money. If we were at a point where we couldn't do it, then we wouldn't have done it. We feel good about where that's at." The school also liked the idea of being able to create more resources and opportunities for their student athletes. The school will need to add 22 football scholarships. There's a significant need for upgrades to the football stadium as well. Plaster Stadium needs upgrades, and the Conference USA is expecting the university to upgrade the stadium as they make the move. The first stage of the upgrades will include new locker rooms and weight rooms. The second stage will be renovations to the west side bleachers, and the third being an upgraded press box. Local attorney Tom Strong helped with some of the costs, donating $5 million to aid the school in its transition to the FBS. Beard explained, "The administration has had our backs, and it doesn't happen like that everywhere. They're committed to change. This is Missouri State's chance to really get it right with the FBS football. We can build it from the ground up. We can build it with our facilities, academic support, and all the things that top-level athletes need. We have a chance to do that right now, and it's a fun time to be a part of it. They will also be adding 2 women's sports with the move for the Title IX compliance. With the Bears beginning their transition this year, they will be ineligible for the FCS playoffs as well as a bowl game next year." Beard was on the road recruiting when the news was announced and is pitching to future recruits the benefits of joining the Bears on this transition. He is also going after high-end talent, making them say no to him rather than just assuming they will say no. Along with that, it leads to him creating a relationship with a player who may choose to start their career somewhere else but proceed to transfer down the road. Missouri State may also be able to land some great in-state talent with the new Missouri NIL law that was passed last year. The law allows players from the state of Missouri who sign with a Missouri school to start earning the NIL money after they sign rather than having to wait 6 to 10 months when they enroll down the line. Blake Lawrence, founder and CEO of NIL technology company Open Doors, told CBS Sports earlier this month, Missouri has the best NIL setup of any state, any school in the country, guaranteed. One school that's not waiting for the future is Missouri. Missouri State could also take advantage of this when recruiting players as well. Missouri State will be welcoming a new president later this year in Dr. Richard Biff Williams, who will take over for the retiring Smart. Williams was a major part of the discussion. The school will also need to make a decision on Beard, who is coming off a 4-7 season, but is expected to compete for the Missouri Valley Conference title this year. And at this time, Beard would be the lowest paid coach in the Conference USA, would make less than some offensive coordinators in the league as things stand today. He is expected to get a raise and a new contract, and he is expected to be given time to build up his roster. The Missouri State transition was an unexpected one, but is something I am excited to see evolve, and maybe we could get a Missouri State rivalry going. What do you think? How well will Missouri State do at the FBS level? Let me know in the comment section below. If you enjoyed this video, make sure to check out one of my other videos YouTube thinks you will love right here. Don't forget to leave a like and subscribe. Thank you so much for watching, and as always, remember to embrace the grind.